Live from a made-up place in Saskatchewan, it's the Mastication Station. With your host, who forgot his stand-up notes, Tony J. Lemmon. And he stole his notes again, the Studio Ed Lee Daly. Our guest tonight, South African clothing maven and tongue exercise expert, Symps Ndlovu. And he's a one-man band and a contraptionist, Scott Kump. Our musical guest from just down the path here in Saskatchewan, the Meatatarians. And our sponsor, Krok-a-laufts Inside-out Candy. Krok-a-laufts melts in your mouth and in your hand. And since he forgot his notes, you'll see Tony in a minute, because anything less than the best is a felony. Tony J. Lemmon.
You probably thought this deer was alive, and this coyote was alive, and this pheasant was alive. Nope, they're not. They're dead. They've been taxidermized by Chuck Testa. Ojai Valley Taxidermy. I specialize in the most lifelike dead animals anywhere, period.
Look at that antelope driving a car.
Nope, it's just Chuck Testa.
Oh no, there's a bear in my bed.
Nope, Chuck Testa.
Hold on a second. There's a leopard feeding on an impala out on my deck.
Nope, it's just Chuck Testa with another realistic mount. Shipped to me from anywhere. Call Chuck Testa for the most lifelike dead animals around, period.
Did that rhino just order a drink?
Nope.
Chuck Testa does not taxidermize pets.
Hey, I think we're rolling. It's Mastication Station. That was a great commercial. Go buy whatever that was. So Lee is here to tell us where we're at and who our sponsor is.
That's a really good question, Tony. Well, apparently we have a sponsor-ish.
Ish.
Yes. We're in a very small town, Flin Flon, on the western border of Saskatchewan.
Okay, wait, Flin Flon?
Flin Flon, which is actually an abbreviated version of the actual name of the town, which was named after a guy with a much larger name.
Which is?
Flinatius Flonicus. So they shortened the name for the town, Flin Flon. It's a mining town. Okay. It's kind of a ghost town. About 135 people live in the town, but they're all reenactors.
Oh, okay.
So they're not really denizens, but you can walk around the town, and it's a mining town from the 1850s. We flew up on Le Pop, Canada, which we were then later told it's not mention, it's not La Pop, it's La Poop, Canada. Yeah. So the gluten industry is paying for everything.
No, wait a minute. Wait.
I know. It gets better. Our rooms are actually down in the mine, right off the shaft.
Okay.
So if you can imagine, the gluten industry has given us the shaft.
The shaft.
Yeah. But they're paying for everything, which is great. Yeah. Okay, we don't have tickets to leave.
Yeah.
We're going to work those out
later, I guess.
So that's where we're at, Flin Flon, and we'd like to thank the 135 people in the audience.
Yeah.
Who we still believe are all reenactors.
Yeah.
From the 1850s.
So these are reenactors from La Poop. No, not from La Poop.
From Flin Flon. No, we flew up on La Poop.
La Poop.
Yeah, these are all reenactors from the 1850s. So if they don't get most of your humor, that's probably expected.
You don't need it.
They don't get anything. And our sponsor is, these guys were kind of hard to find. We had to kind of track these guys down. They're the Krok-a-laufts Inside-out Truffles.
Oh.
The interesting truffle is the packaging, the aluminum foil ball, is in the middle of the chocolate.
Okay.
So you eat the chocolate around to get to the aluminum foil, and then you can use the aluminum foil for a variety of applications.
Okay, so the chocolate's on the outside.
Very small squares. Chocolate's on the outside. The aluminum foil wadded up is on the inside to be unfolded for multiple applications.
Like what?
Well, whatever needs about an aluminum foil square about that big.
Does it have a message on it or like a
it's not a
QR code
cookie.
or something?
No fortune cookies, Tony. They're our sponsor, and what they're sponsoring are these wonderful tapes from the past. Not your past, that's too far down.
Yes, yeah, no kidding.
But the copy that they sent us is blank. There is no, and we've yet to want to watch it because the crew can't find a VHS player. So they're scouring the antique malls and thrift shops in order to take advantage of our $29.99 monthly subscription.
So it could be Gone with the Wind?
Could be Gone with the Wind. Could be, how to make an eraser, a teaching kind of film.
So it could be a PBS special.
It could be a PBS special.
Three-part series on water.
Something probably from the 70s or 80s.
Okay.
So that's what you get. It's a pretty cool service.
Interesting concept. I like
so if you're interested in getting one of these subscriptions, just go to, well, I can't say the internet because I don't know what the internet is. Go to your Pony Express office and give them $29.99, and they will give you a subscription to Krok-a-laufts Inside-out Truffles.
Right. That's a very interesting concept.
There you go.
Okay, well that was a journey,
That's a
wasn't
mouthful.
it? With us is Scott Kump right here, everybody. Let's see.
My God.
Yeah, smattering of applause. Kumpenstein Compact Orchestra.
Yes.
That's what you do. Now, it's like a side gig, side hustle. So what is that?
It's I refer to it as the ultimate one-man band.
Okay.
Now, when you say one-man band, the first question I get is, do you play cymbals between your knees? No, I don't. I use a couple sets of electronic pedals, and then I play various instruments. Each song or group of songs is a different combination.
So when you learn a song, how do you learn a song doing that?
I start very slowly.
Okay.
It's very ponderous when learning, because you're coordinating. If you count your mouth, it's 5 limbs that you're coordinating, and you want to get it right. And so I start very slow with a metronome or a click track, and gradually increase the tempo until I get it at a comfortable tempo. And all the time I'm thinking about technique. Am I hitting the right pedals at the right time? And I try to do it without looking down, which is another thing that takes a while, because you don't want to do a performance where all people see is the top of your head.
Right.
I want to engage the audience. So
you do have a lovely top of your head, though.
Oh, behave.
Oh, well, thank you.
We've got it covered.
Yeah, well, I don't have as much hair as I used to. And then, so I'm also thinking about, am I breathing properly? I'm thinking vocal technique, and playing the am I getting lazy with the way I'm chording the instruments on the guitar or the keyboard or the ukulele? And once I think I have all that under control, I have what looks like a very nice technical exercise. So I have to work on more of the musicality, putting some expression into it, like I said, engaging the audience. So it can it can take weeks to learn a single song.
And so how long does it take just to set everything up?
Well, that's one of the reasons why I do some live playing, but not a lot, because it can take 2 to 3 hours to set up and another 2 to set down, to tear down. And that doesn't count, breaking everything down and loading it from home and unloading it. And so if I'm going to play live, it's got to be, don't call me to play 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I got to play for at least an hour to make it worth my while.
Right, sure.
You need roadies.
Yeah, I need roadies. And I've had people help, but the problem with that is I have to take time to show them this is what you do. This is how you set up. I'm very particular about that.
Yeah.
And sometimes even with that, it's quicker.
Just do it yourself.
Yeah. And I'm working on ways of streamlining the setup or the setup process, which will hopefully do that. But yeah, that's why mostly what you'll see is on video recorded from my living room.
Okay. Well, speaking of, I think we have a clip.
Yes.
Right?
Oh.
That we've worked on for hours. So here is the clip of Kump, the compact orchestra.
It was a one-eyed, one-horn, flying purple people eater. One-eyed, one-horn, flying purple people eater. One-eyed, one-horn, flying purple people eater. Could look strange to me. Get out the way for old Dan Tucker. He's too late to get his supper. Supper's over and breakfast cooking. Old Dan Tucker just standing there looking. Don't talk back. Put on your coat and put on your hat. Walk yourself to the laundromat. And when you get through with that, bring in the dog and put out the cat. Yakety yak, don't talk back. On the day I was born, all the nurses gathered round, and they stared in wide wonder at the joy they had found. Head nurse spoke up, hey, said leave this one alone. She could tell right away that I'm bad to the bone. Bad to the bone. All aboard, you sinners, don't get left behind. No other train a-coming to take you down the line. Get on board, little children, get on board. Get on board, little children, there's room for many more.
Wow, that was amazing.
Thank you.
Have you ever considered doing weddings?
I'm a fan of Tim Hawkins.
Yeah.
And he talks about like stuff he would do at a wedding, like "What's love got to do with it?"
The really bad wedding songs.
Yeah, I don't know. I actually did a bar gig once, and I realized it wasn't good for that setting because.
In a bar? You did that in a bar?
Yeah, it was. At a bar, people want to talk, they want to dance.
Yeah.
This is designed to be visual as well and for people to watch. And so, I mean, I was grateful for the gig, but it wasn't a good setting.
Yeah.
That's not funny!
So where are you going to be either playing or attempting to play out Kumpenstein, the compact orchestra?
Yeah. Hi, this is Scott Kump with Kumpenstein's Compact Orchestra. Wanted to let you know that after I recorded the interview with Tony and Lee, I was able to confirm that I will be performing at Golden Years Retirement Home. That'll be on Thursday, August the 15th, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm still waiting to hear about A Taste of the Arts, which will be Saturday, August 24th. I'll also perform for the Redemption House Christmas Open House Thursday, December the 5th, around 5 p.m. and again at approximately 6:30. You can find me by searching Kumpenstein on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. And once you get to either of those, any of those locations, you should be able to find my schedule fairly easily.
So how did you come up with this idea for this compact orchestra?
The short answer is it occurred to me that if I can play multiple instruments at once, I can get away with playing them all in a mediocre manner.
Good. I like that.
I know you'll like this. I started out as a percussionist.
Okay.
And maybe over the last 20 years, I've started picking up other instruments gradually and getting into it. And I wanted to sound more like a full band, which means I needed something to play the bass. And that's where I got the idea of the bass pedals. And just ideas started gradually forming. Okay, I'll play with guitar with it. But maybe I could do this song on keyboard. And, I could do drums if I could play sample the chords, sample those and play those with my feet. And it just
snowballed from there.
And I got curious about, okay, what kind of instruments could I include, and how can I acquire them, and how can I learn them?
Yeah.
So that's an ongoing thing.
So how can people from the comfort of their own home, having not set all that stuff out, how can they see you like right now?
Yeah. Well, I am on Rumble.
Okay.
Yeah, Rumble, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. And you can search Kumpenstein on any of those and find it, or you can just use your favorite web browser, search Kumpenstein. My Facebook page is actually called Kumpenstein's Compact Orchestra, but again, if you search Kumpenstein, it'll take you to that. I'm mostly these days trying to promote the YouTube channel. YouTube and Facebook have the biggest following. Twitter and Rumble, not so much, at least at this point. But.
So there it is on the screen right there, on his shirt, or now it's on my desk. Now it's on his shirt. Tony, so there it is, Kumpenstein right there on his shirt. So what?
I think we lost our audience with all that internet talk.
Well, I will also say, if I do get any gigs booked, I will post them. I can pin that as a comment on Facebook and Twitter. On YouTube, there's your YouTube channel has a community page, and you can put stuff there. So I will put the performing schedule, whatever it is, on those.
Okay,
they can
so
find that as
can
well if
see
people want to see me live.
Yeah. Well, are you ready for a little challenge?
Oh, well, people have often said I'm challenging, but we will, and challenging, yes.
Yeah, well, here it is.
Yes.
We're gonna play fact or crap. Here it is.
Or fake.
Or fake. Yeah, fact or fake.
Fact or fake.
Yeah, anyway. So,
sensitive
all right.
crowd.
So Lee is going to read something, and Scott and I are going to compete. We're going to see if it's real or not. And then audience, you might help me out, maybe.
Well, I would like a member of the audience to come up and pick a card. You, young man with the Wildcat shirt. Pick one of those.
Just one. There you go.
There
you go.
For participation, there will be a prize for you when you leave the theater.
We're gonna play to what? What are we playing to? 3, 5, 7, 2, 4, 4.
So we theoretically could tie.
We could tie.
Then we'll go to a tiebreaker. We'll go to a tiebreaker.
Okay. Sudden death.
Sudden. So audience members, it's your job to keep track of who is winning.
Yeah.
Strictly by points.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple.
And blood type. That's okay.
Think of it from the 1850s. Who's got the biggest bag of copper? Biggest bag of copper.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, your first question. Alexander the Great, I don't know what's so great about him, was taught by the great Greek writers Homer and Euripides. Fact or
was taught?
Crap? Was taught. Taught, as in instructed.
Oh. I'm going to say K-rap.
That is crap.
Hey,
it was taught by Aristotle.
Oh, see.
I've heard of that guy too.
Question number 2, being the second question before the third question. Al Capone died in prison in 1947. Please stump the panel, folks. And cue the music.
I think I'm going to
47 facts.
That is crap.
Oh.
He died at home.
Was the year correct?
The year was correct.
The year was right. It was just he was at home.
Yeah. All right. Once again, I need another audience member to choose a card for questions 3 and 4. Yes, young lady.
Yes, in the front row.
And there will be a prize waiting for you at the end of the show. Thank you. This way it's completely random. I have no choice to decide what is actually being taught. Oh, well, that's different.
Is it in English?
Yeah. Okay, Harry Truman was a cheerleader for Yale University. For those of you in the 1850s, those people who cheer for events. And that is crap. He never attended college.
Ah.
Okay, I better go on a run here.
All right, so
It's
what's
3
our
to
score,
1.
audience?
It's 3 to 1.
3 to 1. Oh, that looks bad for Tony.
I've actually never won. So.
Okay,
I
here
just
we
like
go.
saying craps.
Yeah.
Question number 4. This could be, no, you pretty much won the game. The flag of Denmark is the oldest national flag to have been continuously used since its creation.
Ooh.
Lovely question. Good choice, young lady.
I'm totally guessing on this one.
Fact.
That is a fact.
So we both got, well, who's got 4 though? You got 4. We
4
played
to
before.
1.
4 to 2.
4 to
So-
2. Winner. Ding, ding, ding. Chicken dinner.
All right, well anyway, yeah.
Do I really get a chicken dinner?
On your way out.
Oh,
The
get out.
The buffet's in the back being set up right now. It's just a bunch of his stuff. So we'll be right back after this. Thanks, Scott, for being here, everybody. Yay. Go to that website right there, or look it up or whatever. So we'll be right back after this, everybody. Thanks.
And scene.
I'll let you know when it's done.
Awesome. Well done.
Well done.
The itsy bitsy spider went off the water spout.
You do have a lovely top of your head, though.
Oh, well, thank you.
Congratulations on your new Dixon City Hyundai.
We've got selection. 1,000 cars to choose from. Our service can't be beat. Bumper to bumper, you can't lose. So when it comes to your next car, we have just one thing to say. Get exactly what you want. Come to Dixon City Hyundai. Save, 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 save every day. Save. Dixon City Hyundai style.
Hey, welcome back. We're just having some technical difficulties. That was a great commercial. Lee is here to tell you where we are and who our sponsor is, because I was taking a little nap. Yeah.
So we are in the small Canadian town of Flin Flon.
Flin Flon.
Which is actually a shorter version of the man's name who founded this town.
Okay.
Flinius Flontatius was his name. And actually, so they reduced it to Flin Flon. It's on the western border of Saskatchewan.
Mm-hmm.
He founded it as a mining town. And our accommodations are located down in the mine.
Oh.
Yeah, so the gluten industry is paying for our trip, and they wanted to make it a point to make sure that we got the shaft down to our rooms. And
is that why it's so dark in here? We're in a mine right now.
Well, we're not actually in the mine here.
Oh,
in
that's
the
just where
studio.
we're staying.
That's where we're staying. That's
Okay.
where our rooms are at, and the crew is not really happy with that. You know, it's a pulley system to get down to your room.
So it's a dumb waiter?
Archaic.
It's like a dumb waiter?
It's a very dumb waiter. Yeah. Our audience, we have 135 audience members, and they are all from the town of Flin Flon, but they're all recreators or reenactors. So they're all from the 1850s when the town was founded, so they probably won't get most of your jokes or any of your jokes.
Nobody, you don't either. So.
I don't really get any of them. No one really does, but they're funny to someone. And our sponsor is, these guys were kind of hard to find. We had to kind of track these guys down. They're the Krok-a-laufts Inside-out Truffles.
Oh.
The interesting truffle is the packaging, the aluminum foil ball is in the middle of the chocolate.
Okay.
So you eat the chocolate around to get to the aluminum foil, and then you can use the aluminum foil for a variety of applications.
Okay, so the chocolate's on the outside.
Very small squares. Chocolate's on the outside. The aluminum foil wadded up is on the inside to be unfolded for multiple applications.
Like what?
Well, whatever needs about an aluminum foil square about that big.
Does it have a message on it or like a
It's not a
QR code
cookie.
or something?
No fortune cookies, Tony. They're our sponsor, and what they're sponsoring are these wonderful tapes from the past. Not your past, that's too far down.
Yes, yeah, no kidding.
But they are sponsoring this company that will send you a pre-recorded movie on one of these things. They're called VHS tapes.
Oh.
Yes, and you notice this is an example of the movie that we were sent with a $29.99 a month subscription. We needed a prescription. And you never know what's on the tape.
Oh,
they're not labeled.
So it's a surprise.
It's a surprise.
Oh,
it could be a documentary. It could be a program about octopi, oils. You never know.
Oh, interesting.
It could be just nothing but weird commercials.
It could be like Cagney and Lacey, or
Whoever
it
they
could be
are.
Gone with the Wind, or it could
Thelma
be
and Louise.
Oh my gosh, it could
Buster
be
Keaton and the Aquanauts. You never know.
That was nice. Well, this is Symps Ndlovu. Everybody, would you welcome Symps here? Hey. There he is. Now, Symps, you're from South Africa, so tell us about South Africa.
There's a lot to tell about South Africa, Tony. I don't even know where to start, but maybe let's start with South Africa, the interesting facts about South Africa.
Sure. Yeah.
Maybe let me put you on a quiz.
Oh, okay.
Don't do that.
Here we go.
Who is the most popular South African?
Nelson Mandela.
Nelson Mandela. We've got a picture of him.
Oh, we have a picture
Just to
of him.
remind you.
There he is.
He's,
Okay.
what is he known for?
He wasn't he a prisoner and then he became a president?
Yep.
Am I right?
Yep, you're right. He's
And
the
what
first
was he before he was a prisoner?
Before he was a prisoner, he was a lawyer.
Oh,
How long was he in prison?
He was in prison because of the apartheid system.
How long was he in prison?
27 years.
27
in
years.
Robben Island.
I'll edit this out.
You know, it's weird that they have that commercial here in Flin Flon.
Oh, it is weird. We better get going because it's like 6 hours away.
That's on the flight.
So Nelson Mandela.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so South Africa is a mixture of so many cultures. We are called the Rainbow Nation because we've got so many cultures, and we've got our flag talks about that a bit. So the flag, the red symbolizes hardship that fought in the struggle. White symbolizes cleansing and unity. Black symbolizes the chaos that was once here. Gold symbolizes the richness of the land. Green symbolizes fertile land. Blue symbolizes the ocean. And white symbolizes the unity. So because of our unity, we've got 11 official languages.
11 official languages.
Yeah. There's Afrikaans, English, Isindebele, Xhosa, which is my language, isiZulu, Sotho, Sesotho, Setswana, sign language, Swati, Venda, Tsonga, and there's other languages that people speak that are not really
I like the other.
Yeah, that are not part of the 11 official. So there's 11 official languages. It's a very colorful country.
So compare that to the United States. I mean, we have lots of different languages here too, but it's English is kind of the official.
I was going to say you have lots of different languages.
We have accents.
You've got accents, not really languages that belong to
because
the US.
we're kind of like a mutt. We've taken
American.
in like other languages and kind of like
it's true, and it's so weird what you've done to the English language.
I did it.
It's scary, but we'll leave it there. I won't go into that. I think Trevor Noah puts it well on what you guys have done to the English language.
Oh, yeah.
It is sad.
It's not the British or the King's English.
No. And so South Africa is very different and diverse in that way. A few things that are different about between South Africa and the US is the amount of different people. So I've got a few pictures of people with different cultural clothing to just give you a little bit of what it looks like. Those are Sotho people, and they wear something like a straw hat and a blanket. They live in the mountains, so they're always in blankets. And the man you'll see always carries a stick as a way to protect his family.
Like the one you have?
No, that's a different one.
Oh, okay.
You'll see my one. My one is a Xhosa one. Oh, the most popular people in South Africa are the Zulu.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chaga the Zulu. Yep, everybody knows about that. And so these are the Zulu people. You'd see they wear leopard skin.
Oh.
And they have the stick too, as a warrior, and the headdress. And the ladies have got this colorful headdress. And so this is a very better picture.
And she has something in her hand too, doesn't she?
Yeah, she does have one of same type as mine in her hand.
Okay.
So one thing about some of these, the pictures that I tried to show are like the modern clothing.
Okay.
The traditional clothing, people are bare in their chests.
Check, please.
That'll be the one we show after 9 o'clock.
I love that. So these are Ndebele boys. You see the Ndebele boys are bare-chested, but they're boys, so that's fine. These are Xhosa people. That's my people. That's what most probably you're going to see me later wearing.
Okay.
These are the Ndebele women.
Okay.
They've got blankets too, and these big things that they put on their necks.
Are their heads shaved?
I don't know.
Is that
Do
part
those
of
things
it?
help them float?
Most probably when they swim. I don't know.
They got floaties around their ankles.
Yeah, it looks like they've got floaties. Yeah, but those things are made of material, so most probably they would sink very hard.
Yeah,
all right.
Design.
These are the Shangani people. They've got an amazing dance. These ladies, their skirts are made of like fluffs and fluffs, so the bigger the skirt, the better. So, and then they put that yellow thing over that covers the big fluff, and
So
when they dance, they move the fluff.
Okay,
It's just like
crazy.
These are the Venda people. Venda people from the northern part of South Africa. And so one interesting thing about them is you don't see that here because it's on their back. The ladies wear something like ears at the back of their necklaces. Have got ears at the back. Things that look like corns and ears.
Oh, okay.
It's really interesting.
And you can't see that.
Yeah, you can see that because they are facing this way.
That's interesting.
Yeah. And these are Ndebele people too. This is a Ndebele man, married man, and his wife.
Okay. And he has a stick, of course.
He has a stick, of course. Yep. Now the sticks, we get to decorate them. In the olden days, they didn't decorate them because they used them for fighting.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Now, is it just for tradition now?
Yeah, it's for traditional dress. We've got like Heritage Day in South Africa, which is a public holiday where we dress up in our different heritages, and it's really a rainbow nation in a way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
All right. What's the next one? These are Xhosa boys. I'm going to talk about that later. We can take that off.
What's that?
Don't worry about that, Tony.
Wait, once our sponsor was the marshmallow dust.
It could be marshmallow dust, so never mind. You're going to see that soon. In our next segment, I'll show you the marshmallow dust.
Are you going to wear marshmallow dust?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think
I'm kidding.
I wasn't supposed to see that. Okay. Yeah. So you went over the dress, what they wear, some of the traditional things there. What are some of the differences like behaviorally?
Some of the differences behaviorally are like America is very individualized. We are more of like very family oriented. We are people of family, people of group. Like for example, here in the US, when you speak about your family, you speak about your wife and kids. In South Africa, when you speak about a family, you speak about the whole clan.
Oh, okay.
Cousins, aunts, uncles, grandparents, because we all live in the same kind of like household.
So yeah, so is that like, I mean, we have some of that in the United States, but is it more of a cultural thing where you have multiple generations in one dwelling?
Yep. Multiple generations in one dwelling, but also it has taught most of our young people respect for their elders.
Yeah.
Respect for elders is a huge thing in South Africa.
Good.
And not really much here.
Shut your trap.
But in South Africa it is. And again, when we talk about respect for elders, being old is not a bad thing in South Africa. It's a good thing because you earn respect. So when somebody says, "Oh, you are older," that's a good thing.
So in your culture then over there, they probably don't use a lot of the hair coloring stuff like they do here. Try to get rid of the grays and all that stuff. They want the grays probably.
Yeah, they want the grays.
Yeah.
Well, I've come here and I don't want the grays.
You don't want the grays?
Oh, I'm in this culture now. I don't want the grays.
Yeah, you do.
Well,
you do.
So I haven't colored my hair yet. So what color should I use, do you think, if I'm going to do that?
I think green would be awesome when you're tiny.
So what's in your hand?
This is Insimbi.
Okay.
It's my, as a man, I carry it around as a way of authority and also as a way of discipline and, and protection.
So is that why there's a bruise right here in the back of my head?
Yes, I can give it.
I wonder what that was.
So the teachers in South Africa that get to keep those?
Oh when I was a kid in school, they did, and they used them.
Moving.
Now it's not allowed anymore, but they use them.
I'm totally relocating.
Yeah.
So I think what we're going to do is I don't want to call it a costume change. It's what did you call it? Wardrobe change. I was saying a tire change. Change a tire. I don't know.
All right, so I'm going to go change.
So we'll be right back after this. We'll have a small commercial. And then what we'll do is Symps will introduce us to his new, I'll call it a get-up.
Yeah, I'll introduce you to the Xhosa tradition.
The what?
The Xhosa tradition.
Are you going to try to teach me to say that?
Oh, yeah, definitely. So be practicing.
Come on. Push-ups with my tongue. We'll be right back after this, and we'll see what we have on next.
Most alarm clocks sound like this, but the new Star Trek alarm clock wakes you in this way.
Scotty, it's 5:30. Time to wake up our little friend.
All right, Captain. He's a cute little lad when he sleeps, but I think we'll get him up and off to school. I'll just set me phaser for wakey wakey.
Star Trek alarm clock, new from Amigo, requires some assembly and a resuscitator.
Okay, well, we're back, and Symps is back, and what is this?
Get up.
Get up.
This is my Xhosa attire as a Xhosa man. This I'm dressed as a Xhosa married man.
Xhosa?
Xhosa. No, not. It's got a deep.
Am I going in or going out?
XH.
Your bottom tongue, your bottom lip has to form a V,
Xhosa.
Tony.
Almost there.
Xhosa.
Yeah.
See, look at his bottom
Can you
lip
do
when he
it?
says it.
Xhosa.
Well, talking about clicks, the Xhosa clicks. Xhosa has got clicks.
Now you've started it.
So there's. And then there's variations of those. Like, there's. So they're different. And then with these different variations, and there's that we use for Xhosa. Then there's
So you put a little bit of voice in some of them.
There's a G or an H with it.
Okay,
It
so
makes the difference.
how do you say your full name like that?
My full name is Nkululeko Ndlovu.
Oh, shoot.
It
So
doesn't
can you
have.
say-
It doesn't have any clicks.
Can
You
you say like
do
a
it.
common phrase like, where's the bathroom, or can you stop the bleeding in my neck, or something like that?
All right. My wife loves
the snake off my foot.
Us maybe saying like the word like economy
Okay.
is uqoqosho.
That's interesting.
And I've got a song for you.
Okay, song,
that
here
is
we go.
known, and that is a traditional Xhosa song, and it speaks of fortune and good luck.
Okay.
Yeah, it was sang by Miriam Makeba and other people, like recorded, but it's a traditional Xhosa song. It goes, Igqirha lendlela nguqoqodwane, Igqirha lendlela nguqoqodwane, sekeqabele gqithapha nguqoqodwane, sekeqabele gqithapha nguqoqodwane.
Wow. That was fantastic. Look at that.
So,
wow.
The song means like the beetle is the best way to see where you're going, because in in our tradition, in Xhosa tradition, it's believed that the beetle brings luck and stuff like that, and good fortune. So, which is the doctor of the road.
So you're not wearing the marshmallow dust like I thought you were going?
No. All right, let's go to that marshmallow dust picture.
Wow.
Tony. So one different thing about the Xhosa people is that we have a way to make sure that our boys become men. So there's initiation.
Oh,
that
okay.
goes through with that. So these boys are what we call abakweta. They are in initiation school, and then here they are abakweta between the stage of being boys and being men.
Okay.
It's abakweta and abakweta ge aba. And what they do is they put on what we call imbona. In Xhosa we say baqaba imbona. That's kind of like, I know it looks like weird, but it's a root that is grounded and dried and used, and it's believed to protect from the evil spirits and all those things. So evil spirits can't see them in a way, because they're covered with that, because that's when they are the most vulnerable. This is after they have been circumcised. Oh. So these guys most probably are a day or 2 days after circumcision.
Oh.
And so they are still in pain. And we know the story in the Bible of like when those guys got circumcised and everybody came and killed all of them because they are weak. That's the weakest point of Xhosa young men. So they are protected in a way.
Oof.
But yeah. So that color, that white sometimes makes some people afraid of them and think they are witches.
Yeah.
So it will make other tribes not to attack them because they think they are
I'm
witches.
sure that's the least of their worries at that very moment.
Yeah. So they are up standing most probably a week after. So they go into the bush and they build a shelter where they stay, where each one builds their own shelter.
Yeah.
To teach responsibility before they are circumcised, and then they,
good work
after they build the shelter, they get help from family and whatever. They build a temporary shelter, and they get circumcised. They don't have clothes. This is what they wear through the time. There is a shelter that they build.
Nice.
It's called Iboma. So this young man has been circumcised. You can see with the white on him, he's been circumcised. So after circumcision, they come down from the mountain, and there's a huge party. These are the ladies cooking. But also there's a huge party to celebrate them. And that little house that we saw in the previous picture, can we go to the previous picture? That house is burned down to the ground.
They burned it down?
Yeah, they burned it down, and all his old clothes that he used as a boy, his blankets and everything that he used as a boy is burned down because he's leaving boyhood and coming. So everything becomes new. Next picture.
I don't have very much at garage sales.
Yeah.
These are the ladies at the party. These are older ladies, the grandmas. This is how they dress. These are the boys. They're fresh from the mountain.
Nice clothes.
And when they're fresh from the mountain, they are dressed in fresh clothes. Everything that they have is new. You can see their suitcases behind them. Their bed, his bed, whose room is this one, their bed is made with new stuff and new everything. Everything is new. Clothes and everything. Because they are becoming a man. They're living boyish way. So all the things that maybe they did not pass to their young brother or whatever is burnt in that boma. They've got a way that they dress. Abakweta. This is one of the ways they dress.
Skinny jeans.
They are taught to be gentlemen. And yeah, because they've got time of being told how to behave as a man and all those kind of things, what you need to be as a man during those 4 weeks that they live in the bush in that boma. Yeah.
That's kind of more North American looking to me, at least.
Yeah, it is. It has been modernized, obviously, but the headdress is still the same. This is just like the modern boys.
Probably didn't have those jackets.
Yeah, the previous boys most probably would be wearing almost like me, but with this on the side because they are not married. Next one.
Wait, that's on the certain side, depending if you're married or not?
Yeah,
Okay.
this needs to be on the certain side. Next picture, let's see.
Like
so these are the different Xhosa people attending the umgidi, that's what it's called, umgidi, where there is the celebration. Yeah, there are some of the boys getting, they're not boys anymore, they are men now. The grandmas celebrating and dancing. So women are not allowed to be on the mountain with the boys when they are being circumcised. It's only men. They are not allowed to see a woman. They are restricted on what they eat. Like we would not take anything with salt, limited amount of water, and all those kind of things. Your food is different. It's made differently. You have one person that stays with you, kankata, which is your doctor, kind of like your nurse maybe. It's a guy, it's an uncle, it could be an uncle or a bigger brother who stays with you to help you through the healing process.
Nice. I wonder if we had a ceremony here in the United States, what it would be like.
I wonder.
We'd all go to McDonald's?
Yeah, they'll be going to McDonald's rather.
Oh, interesting.
So that's one different thing about that.
Yeah, what else is different?
Actually, maybe as well, the idea of Ubuntu.
Ubuntu?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
What's that?
Nelson Mandela used that a lot, but it's a South African thing. Ubuntu means being human, humanness, literally. So it means like this, the way that it would be used would be like, I am because you are.
Oh.
I can never be without you.
So that's your pronoun then?
Yes. So I love it. So yeah, Ubuntu is like we are because of all the other people around us.
Help me help you.
We cannot make it in life by ourselves.
It's kind of like a community.
Yeah. So when there's a celebration of anything, or there is sorrow or anything, people are there. Another funny example is the idea that in South Africa, when there is a funeral, for example, people, your neighbors and family and whatever, they come and stay with you in your house until after the burial. So it's a mourning period.
They stay at your house.
They stay at your house. They're there all the time. You are never left alone. You are never like, oh, this is my house and blah, blah, blah. Everything is moved out. Furniture is moved out so that people have space to sleep on the floor because there's a lot of people.
Wow.
And so people are there all the time. And they are there for the funeral, and they are there after the funeral for maybe a week or so to make sure that you're okay before they go. And people, just like what we do in the States, bring food and all those things. But yeah.
So if you're in South Africa, it's really difficult to be an introvert.
It might be. Yes, it might be.
Yeah.
Because I know there are a lot of introverts in South Africa, but culturally, it's seen as being proud.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Seen as being proud.
Yeah.
Interesting. Huh.
So some people who are introverts have been seen as proud people, and it's not that they're proud, it's just that they're introverts.
Like to be kind of by themselves.
Yeah. So Tony, you would fit well in South Africa.
I don't know. I'm kind of an introvert, actually. I like to have, my space.
Why?
So are you ready for a little challenge?
Yep.
We're going to have a little challenge. Are you ready? You got your eyes on? Okay.
Oh, they're slowly going on.
This is serious. We're gonna play fact or fake. So there you go. Fact or fake. So Lee is gonna read something and we're gonna compete.
Okay.
Okay. He's gonna say something we have. No, I haven't read them. Okay. Usually.
No.
No, he doesn't.
I always lose. Don't worry. So he's gonna say something and we have to decide if it's real or if it's not real.
Okay.
So as before, what I read will be a sentence, and you'll have to determine if it's fact or fake.
All right, sounds good.
So now I need a new audience member to come up and draw a card.
Someone under 30.
All right. Come hither.
Nice job.
Thank you.
You got a card.
Completely random. I have not pre-licked nor pre-read the questions. So we're playing to 5. First person to 5 points.
Ooh.
Oh.
First person to 5 points because I have 5 cards.
That's generous.
Well, how about the best out of 5 because I have 5 cards.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm in charge. Be quiet.
All right.
Okay. The Café Maroon tree is the rarest plant in the world with only one surviving.
Café Maroon
The Café Maroon tree
Café Maroon
is the
tree.
rarest plant in the world with only one surviving.
I'm going to say fact.
I'll say fake.
That is a fact.
Oh, no!
Oh, I got it. I've never heard of it.
I've never heard of it, too.
So if you go out to your garden and you have a fact, maroon tree, call everybody you know.
Sell it.
Man.
Okay, question number
Don't
2.
worry,
Another audience member, please. Someone from the back row. Yes,
Horseshack.
young lady.
Horseshack. She ran up here.
Hey, you can't read. Give me. Give me that.
Sit down.
I think she's one of the reenactors that's reenacting how to get out of town.
Yes.
Margarine was commercially produced in 1870. Oh, our audience members might know this.
Yeah. That's around your time.
Margarine, depending on your part of the country, was commercially produced in 1870.
Fact.
Fact.
That is a fact.
Oh, I got it.
2-1.
I got it at least.
Okay, another audience member. Yes, young lady in the front.
Over 30.
That's hard. And that's why Tony will be single forever.
Yep.
Okay, this is kind of a Western question. The famed...
That's unfair.
Yeah.
Well, if you're going to be in America, you should know your geography.
Know your geography.
The famed OK Corral
Okay, I've heard of it.
is in Arizona. There's a famous gunfight there between the Earps and the Morgans.
I'm going to say fact.
That is a Fact.
There's no way I'm gonna win this, Tony.
All right.
I got what? 2 more?
Yep, 2 more
Three.
questions.
I got 3.
We need another audience member. Young lady in the back, come up. Pick a card. Pick a card. Pick a card.
You got
Good choice. Thank you, ma'am. Miss.
Ma'am, miss.
Threw 30 years on top of her. Aha. This one you might get.
All right.
Doubtful. William Shakespeare's headstone includes the verse, "Blessed be the man that spares these stones, and cursed be he that moves my bones." Let me read that again. Shakespeare's headstone includes the verse, "Blessed be the man that spares these stones, and cursed he that moves my bones." That sounds like Billy.
Fact.
Fake.
That is, in fact, a fact.
Oh, no. Do we need to do the last one, do we?
Yes, for your own honor.
Yeah, because I haven't gotten my 5 yet. I haven't gotten my 5.
And last question.
Can I hit
We
him
don't
on the
need
head? Can I be a
Audience
sore
member,
loser and hit him on the head with my stick?
come up and pick a card. Good choice.
Oh, that one. Good job.
Between the hedgerow and the poopy dolls. Oh, man, I can't.
This one's
read that
fake. I don't know.
No, I can't even read this question. Okay, the falsae pocket and the Great Mariana's Turkey Shoot were both battles in World War II. The falsae pocket and the Great Mariana's Turkey Shoot were both battles in World War II.
That sounds stupid.
That sounds fake.
Sounds Civil War-ish.
Yeah, that sounds fake.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Oh!
Neither of us got
I
it.
changed my mind.
Bam! So who's our winner, audience?
Well, we didn't. Nobody got 5. I didn't get 5.
Well, best out of 5.
Oh, I guess I won.
Thank
Symps
you.
won.
Woohoo! I won.
You know why?
Yeah.
You know
I
why
won,
Symps
I
won?
won, I
Because
won.
of the South African exchange rate.
Yeah.
His were all worth 10.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a winner. Yeah.
Yep.
Chicken dinner.
Yeah, chicken dinner.
Yep.
Thanks, Symps, for being here, everybody. We'll be right back after this.
Thank you.
Turn around.
Yeah, there's your camera right there.
Show
All
to
right,
the left,
we'll be back.
show to
Thanks,
the
everybody.
right. Put the left foot in.
I'm
wiggle
glad
it
you
all
didn't
back.
see my shoes because you would have commented on them.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Yeah.
You're tight end, by the way. I get come on, push-ups with my tongue.
Denim, haircut, backpacks, come get your backpack.
Boots and pants and boots and pants.
New shoes,
get yourself an outfit.
Denim,
Boots and pants and boots and pants.
haircut, new shoes. So get yourself back to school with these tails. Haircut.
I think we're rolling.
Hey, hey, there we are. See it?
Yeah, I know
See
where we're
right
at.
there, right there.
Yeah, because you just
See
had
right
the
there.
crew member
You're on,
shout at you.
Ron. Hey, we had some great guests tonight. We had Symps Ndlovu, and how do I say it? I can't do it.
His last name means elephant.
It means elephant, yeah.
I don't see that as complimentary.
So he's from South Africa, and he talked about the culture and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then we also had, who's the other guest? I forget
Scott.
already. Scott Kump of Kumpenstein Compact Orchestra
Yeah, that
was
was
here
odd.
to show off the weird things that he does. And it took him forever to set up tonight. So
I wonder if he lives alone.
I don't think so. He might not have as much room for all that stuff, though.
Maybe
So
in the
who's our
garage.
sponsor here? What's this?
Yeah, our sponsor is Krok-a-laufts Inside-out Truffles. It's a unique chocolate confection where they've taken the concept of the truffle,
yes,
and inside-it-outed it.
Inside-it-outed it.
Right. The aluminum foil outer covering is now wadded up in the center of the chocolate.
So, okay, Mike, I didn't ask you this earlier. So when you go to the store to get it,
correct.
Is it like you grab chocolate, or does it have an outside?
No, you'd take the actual chocolate.
So, like, people got their hands all over this chocolate.
Well, once you purchase it, it becomes your hand.
Okay.
So they're on a counter like most chocolatiers.
Chocolatiers.
And you pick the ones you want, and then they carefully, with gloves, put them in a box, take it home, and as you're eating it, be careful. It's not something you want to pop in your mouth and chew because you're going to get that aluminum foil. I don't know if you've ever chewed on aluminum foil.
I have.
It's somewhat
And I put a knife in a,
Well, that explains that.
outlet, yeah.
So that's the company, and they're sponsoring the new concept. They've decided that your streaming services are no longer appropriate.
Yes.
So they've gone back in time, and now for $29.99 a month, they will send you a singular, unmarked VHS tape.
Okay.
There is something on the tape.
Yeah.
You won't know what it is until you actually put it in your VHS machine.
And play it.
And play it.
Okay.
Then you get to watch it as many times as you want in that month. Then you send it back.
Okay.
And then they will send you another unmarked
So when you
VHS
get it,
tape.
it's a surprise. You don't know what's on it.
What part of the unmarked didn't you get? They
Well,
will
I
send
mean, you
you a
might know
tape
what-
that will look exactly like, in fact, this is the tape that we have,
Right.
that our
And
crew
we don't know
can't
what's
play
on it.
because we can't find a VHS machine. So until they find one, we have no idea what's on this. It could be a National Geographic. It could be the winning lottery tickets, 1970.
It could be the local news from 1982.
It could be commercials. It could be anything. So
Yeah,
it's
could be
for,
Laverne
for
and Shirley.
people that like to be surprised.
Yeah.
It's the perfect medium.
So you get it, you throw it in, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is wonderful, I never
Wow.
thought I'd ever see this, and then you send it back and get another one.
Every month.
And then,
We
oh my
get
gosh,
one
I can't
tape
believe.
a month.
Okay.
For $29.99.
And then you're just hoping, rolling the dice, maybe it's Laverne and Shirley, maybe it's Caddy and Lacey, maybe it's Hunter, maybe it's
Could be Animal House.
Magnum PI, maybe it's,
It could be the World Series.
World
all
Series.
7 games.
Yeah.
Then
Wow.
you could bet on it. Make a mint.
Because it's over. Yeah.
It's definitely over.
So where are we going next time?
Well, we're in Canada, Flin Flon.
Flin
and,
Flon, Saskatchewan.
Yeah, the gluten empire industry, I think they're getting a big laugh out of this.
Yeah.
Especially how they flew us over here. But I think we need to go, if we're in August, we don't want to be somewhere where it's going to be hot.
Right, we want to be cool.
So maybe...
Nook, Greenland.
We've been there.
Oh.
Maybe we can go to South Africa.
Well, if you're in the right place.
There's only, 12 languages to learn?
Yeah. The other one I liked the best, I think. That would be interesting.
I think hanging out with the Zulus would be really cool.
It would be kind of cool.
Unless
Isn't
they get in a
Israel
big fight.
Zulu, Indiana?
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tony, there definitely is.
They wear the same stuff.
There's Poe, Indiana. Which is a very small, very,
They wear
very,
that.
very small,
Small
tiny,
rocks.
Very
Yeah.
small rocks.
So we're going to be where? You don't even.
Somewhere south.
Somewhere south.
Somewhere,
South?
no,
You said you want to
north.
go cold.
Well, if we go all the way around the
We go
polar
south.
cap, then we'd end up on the other
How
side.
about Kodiak Island in Alaska?
I say we petition the audience. Have
Where do you-
them write in their suggestions.
Yeah.
Put it to your local Pony Express and get it to us immediately.
So if you look at the desk right here, right there is our email address. It's masticationstation@yahoo.com. Mastication.
Can't miss it.
Yeah, that's gone.
And there it
It's
goes.
gone. So, well, you know what it is. I always tell you. So, masticationstation@yahoo.com. Email us and let us know where you think we should go. If you're the 5th emailer, not only will we go where you say, but we'll give you a stick of gum in the mail.
Wow. Fabulous gift.
Not chewed this time.
Selected
Sorry,
just
Carl.
for you.
Yeah.
Just like the dating newlywed game.
Right, exactly. Whatever you just said.
I have
'cause
no
wasn't
idea.
really paying attention. So, all right, wherever we go, we'll let you know where that is, and we'll be back next time. Thank you, audience, for being here. Clap for yourselves.
Very nice audience.
Yeah. So the buffet in the back is almost empty. All the Scott stuff's gone because people took it, and then we're going to have some traditional South African
dancing.
Wait, it's
Later.
a buffet. So I don't know what. No, we'll find out what it is. All right, we'll be back next time. Thanks. Bye. Thanks, everybody.
It's a wrap.
Thanks. You did it.
Survived.
You will survive.
Now you can say you were on TV.
Yeah, I know. We're not going to do it.
You have nothing to talk about.
Come on, push-ups with my tongue.